I'm Jim Leaf, a third-generation owner of ITU AbsorbTech. 2023 is the 50th year that our largest industrial laundry facility has been in operation. For the next few minutes, I'm going to talk about the history that led up to the construction of this facility, what it has become, and what the future holds. My grandfather, George Herman Leaf, and his brother, John Harry Leaf, owned a successful industrial laundry business in Minneapolis, which they started in 1908. The Leaf brothers' business began washing coveralls for railroad workers. The brothers were early entrants into the industrial laundry business, which was developing around the country. The Kex shop towel franchise system came to be in the late 1920s for laundry companies to provide reusable shop towel service to manufacturing companies. Leaf brothers began to service rental shop towels in Minnesota. They seized the opportunity to begin providing and servicing Kex towels in Wisconsin in 1930 and opened their first laundry in West Allis in September of that year. The company they formed was named the Industrial Service Company. The rented building was very small, but it served its purpose. The facility was put together with some used equipment, some salvaged, and some homemade. The small space was quickly outgrown, and a building on Cherry Street in Milwaukee became the home of the new business in 1932. In 1934, a building was purchased on Grant Street in West Allis. The new plant was opened, which processed products through the Depression. In 1940, the Deluxe Laundry was purchased and operated along with Grant Street. The business thrived through the Second World War. In 1948, the company acquired the Badger Overall Company in Oshkosh, bringing another operating plant to the company. An acquisition in Green Bay added another shop towel processing plant into the fold. In 1962, the company merged with Wisconsin Textiles, a laundry operation also based in West Allis. The merger brought the plant facility on 53rd and Lincoln Avenue in West Allis to the company. The new plant was spacious in comparison to the Grant Street and 6th Street plants. The business did well, growing in shop towels, but also entering the dust control business with dust cloths, mops, and floor mats. The acquisition in Oshkosh got the company into the uniform business. The acquired business was all rewash, work clothes owned by the customer. The rental format for work uniforms followed in the 1950s, both in the Fox Valley area and in Milwaukee. The emphasis in work clothing was shifting from overalls to shirts and pants. The buildings that were used by the company for processing were inefficient. None of these buildings were designed and built to be laundries. They were not built for an efficient flow, from incoming soiled goods to delivery of clean products to customers. They had multiple levels, low ceilings, poor lighting, and tight spaces for loading and unloading route delivery trucks. The use of hangers for delivery to customers and for moving clean shirts and pants through the plants did not exist. My grandfather, George Herman Leaf, passed away unexpectedly in 1965. My dad, George Lucas Leaf, became president and chairman of the board of the company. Soon thereafter, he took up the challenge of constructing facilities designed to be industrial laundries. The vision for the new facilities was multifaceted. First, the new facilities would be laid out with a sensible flow for products, including uniforms. Second, the new plants would be advanced in terms of discharge of wastewater and preparations for the regulation of wastewater that Dad expected to come. And third, the new facilities would be designed with new computer technology in mind. The Oshkosh plant was busting at the seams, processing for customers in the Fox River Valley, and it also produced uniforms that were transported to West Allis for delivery to Milwaukee area customers. Dad set about to find a site and construct a plant to replace Oshkosh. A facility was built and opened in Neenah in 1969. The Neenah facility was one of the first laundry plants in the country designed and built for that purpose. Shortly after the Neenah plant opened, the process of looking for a site to replace Lincoln Avenue began. The needs for the new plant were the same as in Neenah. In addition, the New Berlin facility would serve as corporate headquarters for Industrial Towel and Uniform, Inc. The name of the business had been changed in 1965. The search for a location resulted in a site in a new industrial park in New Berlin. 7 acres were purchased. Construction on the 78,000 square foot facility began in early 1972. The estimated cost for the land, construction, equipment, and moving expenses was $1.7 million. The new plant, like Neenah, featured high ceilings for overhead conveying of all products, including uniforms. Ample dock space for route trucks was included. Spaces were designed in for the data processing equipment of the time. While the plant was primarily a water-based facility, an industrial dry cleaning room was included. Office space was designed for the larger corporate presence. Opening of the new plant in New Berlin was in March 1973. The business continued to grow, and a number of additions and improvements to the building were completed. The dock area was expanded and enclosed. A fleet maintenance facility was added to bring care to the expanding vehicle fleet. In 1978, a solar system for generating warm water was constructed adjacent to the New Berlin plant. The system warmed incoming water, which reduced the need to heat water by conventional means. The solar water heating array was one of the largest systems of its kind in the world. A similar solar array was constructed at the Neenah plant. These systems were new technology for the day. However, over time, those solar water heating systems did not prove to be a good fit for our northern climate and for our application. In 1992, an expansion on the north side of the New Berlin building was completed in order to house new wastewater treatment capabilities and to allow for reuse of processed water. The advancement in New Berlin wastewater treatment were steps in adopting environmental capabilities that exceeded compliance. Similar systems were installed in Neenah. The company grew with an emphasis on serving manufacturing customers. Shop towels, uniforms, floor mats, and other services used by manufacturers were the backbone of the business. At the time, we were about a $10 million company. The close working relationship with manufacturers led to the development and creation of the Zorbits product line in the early 1990s. The existence of both water and dry cleaning capacity under one roof proved to be vital to the new lines. Products could be developed that best served the customer's needs. Some were best processed in solvent and some in water. The Zorbits line took the company to a whole new level in environmental excellence. Along with the physical products, the Zorbits processing methods recover oils and solvents that came into the plants from our customers. Systems were devised and installed for the capture, processing, and storage of recovered oil and solvents so they could be put to another beneficial reuse. The use of technology continued in other aspects of the business. Barcoding in the sorting process of uniforms made the process more efficient and eliminated worker hazards. Likewise, installing systems to bag shop towels reduced hazards as well. Through the 1990s and into the 21st century, safety became a major emphasis for the company, and ITU AbsorbTech became known for an outstanding safety record. The company has been a winner many times of the Wisconsin Safety Council Award, 6 times since 2010. All processes in the plants are reviewed continuously to remove hazards that could lead someone to getting hurt. Zorbits, which were created in New Berlin, took off, which led to the formation of AbsorbTech LLC and construction of a new plant to process Zorbits in South Bend, Indiana. In 2007, Dad passed away. He lived a long and prosperous life, despite being a type 1 diabetic from the age of 5. The buildings in Neenah and New Berlin are a permanent part of his legacy, along with his dedication to being an outstanding employer and a trusted vendor to customers. The leadership of the company was taken on by third-generation owners, my brother David and my sister Ann Podwell. Ann's career has been in the human resources part of the business. David's passion and expertise lies in operations and innovation. And I personally love growing the business by being the very best distinctive supplier we can be. In 2014, the two companies owned by the Lee family, Industrial Town Uniform and AbsorbTech, were merged. The combined company was renamed ITU AbsorbTech. The New Berlin plant is now the headquarters and a showcase for industrial laundry facilities. It's the largest of the 5 ITU AbsorbTech plants and is known for its use of technology, worker safety, and environmental excellence. The merger completes a cycle for the company and the transformation from a laundry operation to an environmental service company. When the New Berlin plant was opened in 1973, it processed about 260,000 pounds per week. Since then, the number of pounds processed has doubled. In the 50 years, about 2.9 billion gallons of fresh water have been used. However, water reuse advancements have allowed 900 million gallons of water to be treated and internally reused. About 2/3 of the water we need now is reuse. In 1973, no oil or solvent were recovered for reuse. Now nearly 20,000 gallons of oil and another 20,000 gallons of solvent were recovered in 2022. Using our reusable towel products has kept about 300 million pounds of waste from landfills. Those figures are for New Berlin only. They're a lot bigger for the total of the 5 plants. The building that George Leaf envisioned and built 50 years ago is now the home of ITU AbsorbTech. The business is as technologically advanced as any industrial laundry facility in the country. It is a showcase for environmental superiority in recovery of oils and solvents. Along with the other 4 plants in the ITU AbsorbTech system, millions of gallons of industrial fluids are put to beneficial reuse. The company is known for its safety record. The company in Wisconsin began processing shop towels. Now the New Berlin plant processes more towels than any in the country. The rental uniform business that was a critical factor in the need for the plant is a showcase for RFID applications, serving customers in southeastern Wisconsin and northern Illinois. The future is very bright for ITU AbsorbTech. The vision for the Neenah and New Berlin facilities carries through to the plant operations in South Bend, Piedmont, South Carolina, and Titusville, Pennsylvania. The company is a worldwide leader in launderable absorbents and shop towels. Thank you to all of the ITU AbsorbTech people who over the 50 years have contributed to what this facility can do. And thank you to all of the customers in southeastern Wisconsin who we've had the pleasure to serve. And thanks to those of you who came to be part of our 50th party. We're glad to have you with us. Thank you for listening.